little bit of everything. Booty band is going to be completely optional here. I just realized I have a Hazel on my mat. We'll keep her there for a little bit. And if she starts to get annoying, we'll have to move you, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started off in a plank. So you're gonna have your hands shoulder width distance apart on the mat. She's cracking me up, my dog. And you're gonna extend your toes out so you're in a nice full plank. And we're just gonna take a nice deep inhale in, big exhale out. And again, another inhale in and big exhale. And then as we inhale, we're just going to shift forward and exhale, flex back. So we're just basically pointing our toes and flexing our feet. We're pointing and flexing for 10 and 9, 8, good job, 7 and 6, 5, 4 and 3, 2, and just hold that plank. Take another inhale in. As you exhale, pike the hips up to the sky. Think like a downward facing dog. Then inhale, we shift forward. Exhale, pike up. Inhale, shift forward. Good job. You have 5 and 4. Exhale up, 3 and 2. Sorry, I'm giggling at my dog. And 1. Hold your plank for 10 and 9. There you go. Just hold body a nice straight line. You have 5 and 4, 3, 2, and come on down. Come into a nice little child's pose. Just warming up the body. You can shift your hips side to side. Oh, you can rub your forehead on the mat, kind of roll it side to side as well. It's up to you. Maybe walk your hands over to the right so we stretch through the left side of our tummy a bit more. Maybe walk your hands to the left so you stretch to the right side of the tummy a little bit more. And come back to center one more time. And then we're going to get going into some core. My favorite. Okay, we're going to go ahead and lie down onto your back. Always, right? You don't want to work out not lying down. Alrighty. So we're going to be on our back and we're going to start off just in a rather comfortable position. So we're going to go to burnout today, but I really want to focus on slow, controlled moves, really focusing on our form here. So take your time. I mean, we don't usually ever rush through it, but today it's going to be much slower than usual, but it'll still be hard. Don't worry. Okay, place your hands onto your hips. We're going to take a nice deep inhale in. Then as we exhale, I want you to push that spine down. So squeeze the tummy, zip those ribs together nice and tight. And then we inhale, we release. So think tailbone, bra strap, back of the head. Big exhale, push down. I'll reach my arms up just so you can see. And inhale to release. We have 8 more. Exhale. It's rather challenging. And inhale. We exhale, squeeze. Don't let your tailbone lift though. And release. And we squeeze. And release. Couple more. And big exhale. Oh, she's over me. My dog. And squeeze. And on the next one, we're going to hold. So I want you to push down. How hard can you squeeze your tummy together? Zip your ribs together. And then place your hands literally onto your ribs. So we're kind of trying to push them together. And then we're going to lift one knee up. And then lift the other knee up. Perfect. Now, even for me, I technically have bad form right now. My knees are too far in. Remember, today's about form. We're going to push those knees so they're right over the hips. And make sure we have a 90-degree angle at the hips, 90-degree angle at the knees. And you'll kind of know if you're doing it right because automatically the core works harder, right? If you're here, tummy is not really working. If we're here, we're really shifting hard. If we're shifting forward, we're making those abs work. Take a deep inhale in, hands still on the ribs, squeezing them down and in. And we're just going to extend the right leg out and hold. Just holding it down for 5 and 4. I'm shaking already. 3 and 2 and 1. Slowly bring it in. And we're just going to switch. Extend your other leg out and hold for 5 and 4. Whoop, don't let the knee come in. And 3, 2, and bring the knees back to tabletop. Now we're gonna do both legs. Take an inhale. Exhale, extend your legs out, reach both legs out, hold. Good job. Push the belly in more. We're starting to lift for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and come down. Woo! Take a moment, kind of shake out your hips, grab some water if you need, or whatever you may want. Close the door. Okay. And then we're going to go back into it, but a little bit harder of a series. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to exhale, push the spine down. We're just going to do it 3 times, okay? And then we inhale to release. There we go. Exhale, squeeze down. Inhale, release. And now we're going to push down. How hard can you push it down? Zip those ribs together. Lift your knees up. Place your hands onto the knees. We know this well, but we can start off with the legs together and touching and push. So this can be different when our hands are together and our feet and knees are together than when they're separated. So push as hard as you can for 10 and 9, 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Separate the knees now, hips width again, working on that control. Push the spine down more, push harder into your knees for 10 and 9, 8, 7, push harder, 6, 5, 4, oh my gosh, 3, and 2. Keep pushing. Keep the left hand on your knee. Reach the right arm to the sky. Now, right arm, right leg, we're going to extend back and slowly come in. How slow can you go? And we inhale, lengthen arm, lengthen leg. Big exhale, pull it in. Now remember, you don't want that low back to lift. That's your main thing. So if you're like, ooh, I can't keep it down, your range of motion might look like this. And I prefer you go a couple, like a foot out than 3 or 4 feet out. Focus on that form. Woo! It's crazy how these little moves can get you sweating. Inhale. And exhale. Next one, we hold it out. You got this. You're going to feel those back muscles right here, all this side. That's good. You have 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Bring it up. Fight that burn. Remember, you're going to feel those back muscles. I'm emphasizing it because it's rather intense. Push into your right knee. Lift that left arm up. Super slow. We're going to extend. Exhale, come in. I'm even feeling my right hip a little bit, my right quad. That's okay. We're strengthening that area. We come in. 8 more. Inhale. Exhale. And 7. 6. 5. Deep breaths. Long inhale. Exhale as we exert that force coming in. Woo, 3 more. That's rather intense in the best of ways. 2 more. Next one, hold it out. Deep breaths. Hold, hold, hold. Push the belly in more. And about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, the shake's so real. 2, and come down. Oh, did anyone else heat up? It was just me. Oh, go ahead and open up your legs. You can kind of windshield wiper them a little bit because we did work that upper quad area. Oh, and until our core gets super, super strong, we don't feel in the hip too much. But it's okay that you feel it a little bit. Oh, okay. This is going to be good. We're already starting strong. Go ahead and lift those legs up to the sky. Now, if you're like, whoa, I can't straighten my legs, you can only keep your knees slightly bent. That's fine. Keep them slightly bent. Just imagine they're straight and do the same action. So we're going to go ahead and do modified jackknife. So I'll just lift my arms so you can see. I pull the belly in, spine pushes down to the mat, tailbone lifts. We exhale, little lift, inhale to lower. So we're just down, and the arms can really help you out here. If you need extra leverage, place your hands onto the sides of the mat and kind of push into the mat with the arms. So I'm kind of pushing and it'll lift my hips up. But the goal is not how high can you go, it's like an inch, right? Little tiny lift and down. Exhale, 10 and 9. There you go. 8 and 7. Perfect. 6, 5, 4. So tiny. 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Go ahead and place your hands below your tush. We'll start here below your tush, just to kind of give your hips a little bit of support. Straighten the legs as much as you can. Lower them down till just before 45 degrees. So I'm going to go right about there. My spine can really hold on to the back being compressed down, but it's not straining. So that's where you're going to stop, okay? And we're just going to tap the right foot down, tap both feet, just the right side. Go down, we tap the right foot, feet touch. Right foot, feet touch. There you go. Down and lift up. We're down. Exhale, lift up. 6 more. 5, 4. This is pelvic floor in your right oblique. 3. Nice. And 2. 1 more. Oof. And switch. We're going to go to the left. You're going to feel that upper quad. Try to fight that burn. Exhale up. 9. 8. 7. 6. Good job. Oh my goodness. 5. 4. We'll get a stretch in 3, 2. 1 more. 1 and come down. Oh, go ahead and move those hips around a little bit. Whatever you feel most comfortable with. Okay, and I'm just going to flip around and we're going to go right onto upper abdominals. So we're still on our back, but this time our knees will be bent because I want to get you out of the hips. So I'm like, let's get out of the lower abs a little bit, get more into those upper abs. Place your hands behind your head. And we're going to rest our head into our hands. So as much as you can, literally rest it back. You're going to take a deep inhale in. As you exhale, squeeze and lift up. Inhale to lower down. Now I'm not pulling with my neck at all. So as much as I can, I'm thinking my upper abs, think like if you're to divide the 6-pack into 3s, think the upper 2 are contracting with the ribs and diaphragm. And I lift up as much as they can squeeze and lower down. So it's not even a curling forward action. It's a up. I hope that makes sense because that's going to save your neck in the long run, especially in classes like mine where we're up and down a lot, but we go in all different ranges of motion, different planes of the body. We always want to protect the neck. Lift up. 7 and 6. 5, tiny slow movements. 4 and 3 and 2. Lift up and hold, and we're without your knees moving or hips moving. I want you just to do a little wiggle. It's so slow, and we're just going left to right. Again, rest your head into your hands. At any time, you can take a break with your neck. 5 more. There you go. And 4 more. 3 more. Think upper abs. 2 more. Next one, come to center, little baby crunch. So we're up. I'm not taking a break at the bottom, coming up an inch or 2, an inch or 2. Exhale, lift for 7 and 6, 5 and 4. Ooh, that's a burn. 3, ouch, 2, and hold it up. Lift just your right leg up. Ooh, we're going to bring the knee to forehead and then extend back. We rest the head, tap the heel. Come in, knee to forehead. Take a moment here, super slow. And we extend out and tap. Big exhale. Shh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. Inhale to lengthen. And let's go for 5 more. 5. 4. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm shaking. 3. It's going to be hard to breathe tomorrow. And 2. Next one, hold it in. Oh my goodness. Now we're going to go to the left with our torso. We're going to come in and crunch our elbow to knee. The knee doesn't move, just the torso. From the left to the right. Woo! Crunch. and down. This actually feels like a little bit of a break from that leg extension. Oh my goodness. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Next one, hold it up, everyone. I know I'm not looking at the screen, but you could do it. Don't give up. And we're going to do a little crunch. Little crunch. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I'm trying to get my knee or my elbow past my knee. So I'm going further. And each time, can I go just a centimeter more to the center of my body with my elbow for 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Just extend your right leg out and in. There it is. Right leg out and in. Now this left knee is going to want to wobble. Try to keep it as still as possible the entire time. You have 5 more. Exhale in 5 and 4. Whew. 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Bicycle crunches, then we get a break. Let's go. Both sides, and we get a break until we do the left. Oh my goodness. 8 and 7, 6. Lift the torso higher. Last 3 and 2, and come down. We should all feel that, like right here. Upper abs right below the rib cage, if not like just barely on top. Woo! You can stretch those legs out, reach the arms back if you would like. Take a little stretch. Reset the mind, reset the body. And as we exhale, we're going to go ahead and bring the knees back in. Oh, I know you can't take too long of a break. And we're going to lift our head, neck, and shoulders up. Yep. Okay, go ahead and lift your knee up, your left knee. Definitely don't want to do the right. We don't want to repeat that. Okay, we're going to come in, think knee to forehead. Nice and slow. We're going to extend out, tap the ground, lean back. Exhale, come in. 9 more. Slow and controlled. We lengthen. Don't let the spine lift. Inhale back. So I should never be able to, like if I was with you, slide my hand underneath your low back. Shake is so real. Oh, it's awesome. 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Next one, we hold our left knee in. We're going to twist basically to the right to start, but we bring our right elbow to left knee, come back to where we started. Right elbow to left knee, back to where we started. 8 more. 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, good job. 3, 2, exhale up. Next one, we're going to hold. Bring the knee in a little bit more. Now see if you can get that elbow to come past your knee. So crunchy more in. Keep going for 8 and 7. Woo! 6 obliques. 5 and 4. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it here. Good job for 4 and 3 and 2. Now just your leg out and in and out and in. Good job. Deep breaths. You get a nice little break after we do our bicycle crunches in 2 and 1. Opposite elbow to opposite knee for 10 and 9. You get a breather, get some water in 6 and 5, 4, 3 and 2, and come on down. Oh my goodness. Feels good, right? How are we all doing? Definitely gonna grab some water real quick, some bubbly. Yeah, we love our little breaks, right? Okay. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do something that I don't do normally. We're gonna lay on our belly. I'm always very careful with extension of the spine. So think extension, think like is arching the back basically. Flexion is rounding, which is more of the crunching kind of thing. We're just gonna do a little bit, just a little bit of back and glutes, hamstrings a little bit. But if this bothers you at all, just take a break, go into a child's pose. But you really have to focus here. Stay against more form class is squeezing the tush and pushing your pubic bone down into the mat. And that's what's going to protect your low back here. So we're going to lay down onto our belly and also try to relax your neck as much as you can. Place whichever hand you'd like first onto the mat, then the other one goes on top. Rest your forehead down onto your hands. I know you want to look at the screen, but try really hard when you're doing this not to lift up like that. And all we're going to do is we're going to separate our knees just a little bit, bring the heels together to touch, and bend your knees. So the knees are out, knees are bent, heels touch, toes apart. And we're just going to push our pubic bone down into the mat to lift our legs up a little bit and lower. So we're going to exhale, lift, inhale down. You got to push that pubic bone down as much as you can. Otherwise, if you're just thinking squeezing the glutes and lifting, your low back is going to kick in ways that we don't want it to kick in. So exhale, we lift and down. Squeeze, lift, and down. You have 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Next one, lift up, just hold it and little pulse. It's tiny. It might even look like your legs aren't moving at all, and that's okay. Push the heels together a little bit harder. You have 8 and 7. Good job. 6 and 5, 4 and 3 and 2. Lift, hold. Straighten your legs out. Take a moment, kind of wiggle your hips. Listen to your spine. Okay, the next one we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and place our arms in front of us. Think like if you've ever done yoga, like a baby cobra-esque kind of feeling. But we're going to have our forearms in front of us. Now, very important here that we're not doing this. I try really hard not to like show bad posture because it'll injure me, but try really hard not to. So what I want to see is shoulders out of the ears and belly pulling in. So I don't know if you can see the difference in my spine there, but instead of dumping, or we call it like dumping into the low back, pull the belly in, squeeze the butt. Then from there, you can start swimming, and we're going to gaze forward at about 45 degrees. So again, I know today's class is slower, but I hope you can feel that even though we're doing a little less moves, with the correct form, it's 10 times harder, and you'll still get the same amount of benefit. It's a smaller class, I thought we would today. Keep going for 10 and 9, 8, pull the belly in more, 7 and 6, hamstrings and glutes, 5, shoulders out of the ears, 4, 3, 2, take a breather, one hand on top of the other, rest your head down. Take a deep inhale in, big exhale. Okay, we're going to go ahead and come back onto our forearms again. Let's set ourselves up, roll the shoulders back, belly pulls in, squeeze the butt, pubic bone pushes down into the mat. We're going to lift both legs up and just hold. Once we're up and holding, pull the belly in more. It's okay that your feet drop down more when that happens. We're just going to tap the feet, try to squeeze them together. It's kind of like a quick tap and squeeze for 8 and 7, 6, 5 and 4, belly in harder. Good job. 3 and 2 and 1, lower down. Woo! Kind of rock your hips side to side. Okay, and then we're going to reach our arms forward. Now, instead of lifting our legs up, we're going to lift our upper torso. And again, these are moves that I like never teach. You'll probably get this like 2 times a year from me. So this is your one class. So we're going to take a deep inhale in. As you exhale, I want your hands just to slide so that they can support you as we lift up. Push the glute or squeeze the glutes, push the pubic bone down. We lift. There you go. Hold it. And then we lower. My hands slide forward. This is to support us. Let's go ahead and inhale, lift up, squeeze everything. And lower, working our extensor muscles in our spine. And on the next one, we're going to lift and hold. See if you can reach one arm up, set it down, lift the other arm up, set it down. One more time each arm. Lower down all the way. Now we're going to lift the arms up. Let's inhale. We lift the legs, lift the arms, bring the arms back, squeeze the lats when you're ready. We inhale, lengthen, exhale, lift higher and squeeze. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, lift higher and squeeze. Woo! You have 7. Relax the neck, gaze slightly down at the mat. 5, 4, 3, there it is, and 2, last one. 1, and we're gonna push back into a child's pose because our back was in extension for quite some time. So now we want it to go into flexion, which is more that rounding forward. You can curl into a little ball. You can let your arms go forward or behind you. And then we're gonna slowly, when you're ready, round yourself up a little bit different. And we'll go into some outer thighs and glutes. If you have ankle weights, if you have a band, feel free to use it or don't. Whole thing can be done without. So I'm not even gonna, once like the band's on, your ankle weights are on, I'm not even gonna mention band anymore. But it's like I think I was telling you guys about that last week. I have noticed the biggest difference in my body like ever, because the only thing different I've been doing is more steps and ankle weights. Do Pilates every day, no matter what. But I swear to you, 1 pound, just wear them throughout the house. Whew, all the difference. It does. You don't even know they're on you. 2 pounds can injure you. But thought I'd throw that out there. It's like the best mix with Pilates, walking. Okay, let's lay down onto our side. Either you have the ankle weights or you don't, and that's all good. Or band. You can lay down onto your bicep if you'd like. We're going to start off with a 90-degree bend at both our hips and our knees. So I like to say like align your shins with the edge of the mat. That'll usually help quite a bit. We're going to take a deep inhale in. And as you exhale, we're just going to lift our top hip up without our hips shifting back and lowering down. So a lot of the time here, we think bigger is better and our hips roll, but then that's just our spine twisting. So we're going to keep it a little bit smaller, keep our hips stacked. So stacked means directly on top of one another. So our left hip's on top of our right. And we're going to go down and up. Good job. You have 5. And down. And 4. 3. I hear my husky at the door. Watch him like break it open. He does that. Next one, lift up, hold, flex your foot. We're going to kick out and bend in. You're going to laugh. I usually have to put like a 20-pound weight in front of the door so he doesn't open it. Dogs are so dang smart. We go up and down. There it is. Now, one thing here, I really don't want you to have your foot higher than your knee, not for this extension. So a lot of focus here on can you keep your shin parallel to the ground on this nice slow burnout. So you have 5. It's hard. And 4. Exhale out. 3. And 2. Perfect. Extend out all the way. Hold. Pull the belly up and in. Can you create a gap underneath your bottom oblique? If not today, it'll be goals for maybe next time. And we're going to go ahead, point our toe, and we're going to lower and lift. But the more that we can kind of lift through our bottom oblique, the more our hips will be stacked. And the more stacked our hips are, the more correct glute muscles will work. So that's why when you put a yoga block underneath you, some of you in my class yesterday did that, or the ball. The ball is like amazing. It's the best accessory. Everything kicks in more and a lot faster. But here we just use our core strength and lift up as much as we can. You have 3 and 2. And next one, lift and hold. Little circle around for 10 and 9, 8 and 7. Band being stubborn. 6, 5 and 4, 3 and 2. And switch directions. 10 and 9, 8. That's it. 7 and 6, 5, 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it here. Bring your leg out in front of you. Oh my goodness, thighs in line to their best ability. Lift and lower, up and down. Last 10 and 9, 8, 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, feeling it, 2, and come down. Woo! Take a little tap out. I don't know if that actually does anything, but mentally it helps. I think it just distracts the brain. Okay, I'm gonna adjust my band just because it rolled, but we're gonna do now just a knee to knee, foot to foot. I don't know why, but this one just always gets me. I think it gets a lot of us, but it's good. So we're gonna do internal rotation. I love rotating at the hip, our femur bone. So foot up as high as you can, knee in, and then feet together, knee up. So again, today's a little bit more description of each move. We're gonna go down and down. So external rotation, think your knees exiting away from the body. Internal rotation, like your knees coming in towards the body. So going out and in, out and in. There you go. 5 more. 5 and 4. Woo. 3 and 2. Next one, just keep the feet together and little pulse up. So these are clamshells, old school, traditional, like 1920s Pilates. Keep going for 8 and 7 and 6, 5 and 4, 3, booty, 2, hold it, you can do it. And we're gonna go into sweep, straighten your leg out in front of you. We're gonna sweep back and forward again. Can you create that gap underneath your oblique? You have 7 and 6, whew, 5, 4 and 3. That's it. 2 and 1, and come down. Take a moment. You can do a little tap out again if you would like. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and come on to all fours. So carefully come on all fours. We're gonna do a little bit more for that side, then we'll go right to the other butt cheek. But we're almost there, everybody. Class is almost over. We're gonna do this other side. We'll get a little bit of upper body or total body, and then you're done. So we're gonna go ahead, come on to, I just worked my left leg, so I hope you all did. That was the leg that was on top that was moving. I'm going to say, so whatever leg that was on top and moving for me, it was my left. I'm going to stay on my left hand. I'm going to come onto my right forearm. So if you worked your left side, this is the positioning, left hand, right forearm. If you worked your right side, if that was the leg that was moving, it's left forearm, right hand. Okay. Now from here, we're just going to open up into a hydrant. So I'm going to keep that same left leg moving up and down. You can gaze down at the mat to protect your neck. So we're going to go down and lift. There you go. Whew. Let's do 5 and 4. Very good. 3 and 2. Next one, lift and hold. Good job. Now little pulse up and up for 8, 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3 and 2. Crunch your knee into your elbow as much as you can. Extend out and back. Crunch it in. Extend out and back. 8 more. We have 8 and 7. Keep the knee lifted as high as you can. 6, 5, toned booty. 4 and 3, 2, 1 more. Extend your leg out, hold it there, and lift and lower up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, 5, and 4, 3, and 2. And let's come down. Whew. Good job. Okay, let's go on to our other side. We're going to lay down. It's the last part for the legs. I like this class. Slower, more controlled, but I'm really feeling it in each little part. Lots of little baby muscles today. I hope you're feeling the same. Okay, so we're laying down. Remember, you can always lay down onto your bicep. You can lay down on your hand, whatever feels best. But we're going to start off in that 90-90. So 90-degree angle at the hips and knees. And nice and slow, we're going to lift and lower without our hip shifting. So last leg series for the right side now, because we got to get even. Open and close. Perfect. Now let's create that little gap underneath your oblique to your best ability. Like I wasn't even doing it. It's hard. It's easy to forget, especially when the booty really starts to talk. 3 more. Keep your shin in line with the floor, parallel. 2 more. Next one, lift and hold. Take a deep inhale in and just little pulse up and up for 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3 and 2. And give me circles with that knee around for 10 and 9, 8, 7 and 6, 5 and 4, 3, 2 and switch directions. Whoo. 7 and 6, 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Hold it, flex your foot. We're going to kick out and bend in. We kick out and we bend in. Very nice. 8 more. 8. Exhale out. 7 and 6. Perfect. 5. 4. Did you lose the gap? If so, try to put your hand underneath maybe. Hold yourself up for a moment, then remove. 2. Extend out, hold, point your toe. We're going to tap and lift. Tap and lift for 8 and 7. There you go. 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2. Next one, we lift and hold. We're going to do those sweeps. We're going to come forward and back. I'm going out a little out of order on this side. We did so many moves. I'm going to get all of them just out of order. My apologies. We're going forward and back. Whew. 5 more. 5 and 4. 3 and 2. Pulses next. Then you get that first part of the break. Down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3 and 2. Oh my gosh, I have to giggle because it's just, oh, woo, to get that little break. Then we have that knee to knee, we have the clamshell, we have that kick, and then our forearms. Okay. Okay, we got this. So we're going to go ahead and come back up to parallel with our top leg. Now remember, internal, external. Let's come in towards the body, exit away from the body. So they come in and out. And in and out. Very good. 6 more. 6, 5 and 4, 3, 2. Whew. Old school clamshell next. Let's go. Feet together. Little lift up and down. 10 and 9, 8. It's so tiny. It's like impossible for this to be big. You have 6 and 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and lift. Just hold it. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold, hold, hold. Lift up. You could do it. Extend your leg out for 5 little circles. Let's go around and around. And 9, 8, 7 and 6, 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and switch directions. 10, 9 and 8, 7 and 6. Come on. 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. And go ahead and come down. Whew. We got all the moves just in a totally different order. Don't worry, you won't be uneven. Oh, but that was a lot. That was like what, 20? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and come up. We're gonna go on to all fours now. And we're gonna do that final booty part and a little bit of arms in a plank. So let's go ahead. Now, I just was moving. I hope you know which leg you were working. What leg were you working? That's the same leg, or what leg was moving? That's the same leg that's going to be moving now. So I was just moving my right leg. So I'm going to stay on my right hand. My opposite arm, my forearm is going to go down because I want to be able to open my hips to the side. So me personally, the right. And I'm going to start by lifting and lowering, just going into those nice hydrants. So we're going to open up and down, lift up, lower down. Deep breaths. Lift and down. 5 more. 5. Whew. And 4. 3. Strong tummy, belly pulling up and in. 2. Next one, we lift and hold it here, and just little pulls up and up for 8 and 7, 6, 5, and 4. We crunch the side in 3 and 2. We crunch our knee to the side, stretch that band, we kick out. Crunch in, kick out. Good job. For 8 and 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3. We're almost done. 2. Next one, extend your leg out, hold it, little squeeze up and up for 10 and 9, 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it, big squeeze, and then we're gonna lower down. Come down, take a nice little child's pose. Okay, lift yourself up, and we're gonna finish off in a plank where we'll do some push-ups to get so we get the arms a little more. Last class we did a lot of arms, so I'm kind of going back and forth, I guess. It's our final move. You're almost there. It's been exactly 44 minutes. We're getting there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and extend out to a plank. If you do have a band, keep it on. If you don't, that's fine. Just keep the same foot placement. So it'll be heels together, toes apart. So I have like kind of froggy feet. And we're gonna go into a knee tuck. So we're gonna froggy knee tuck. Knees open nice and wide as we shift back. I come forward, squeeze the inner thighs, glutes. We shift back, I stretch the knees wide and then come forward. So you're gonna get your quads, you're gonna get your outer thighs, you get your tush, a little bit of everything here. Very good. Last move of class. Okay, next one, we're gonna come forward. It's up to you if you wanna stay on all four, I guess in a full plank or onto your knees, totally up to you. We're gonna do 5 push-ups. It's up to you if you wanna go onto your knees, if you wanna go onto your toes, if you wanna do wide push-ups, narrow push-ups, I'm leaving it up to you. We very rarely do these. 2 more. 1 more. Come back into your plank. Give me a plank to pike. Now we pike the hips up to the sky and shift forward. After 9 more of these, we just have 5 push-ups and class is over. 8 and 7, 6, and 5, 4, almost there, everyone, so close. 3, we love this. And 2, really do. I'm obsessed. And next one, extend. That's up to you. I'm going to go onto my knees. 5 push-ups, however you'd like. So I'm going to go for 5 and 4. You're done in 3 and 2. 1 more. 1 and child's pose. Whew. We did it. Yay. Good job. You all did so awesome.